Roman Reigns is said to be taking a significant break. Also, a major WrestleMania finish is still as yet undecided. And an ex-Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling star has made their NXT debut. More on that in this video. Hello everybody, Jack and Fraser back again with the news.
Yes, I'm too tired for this.
You're too tired. Well, we'll crack straight on with it then. Roman Reigns, according to WrestleVotes via Give Me Sport, or Give Me Sport via WrestleVotes, is said to be taking a significant break from WWE after WrestleMania. It is believed, apparently, that Roman may not be back until SummerSlam at the earliest. Does he deserve a break?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's been on top form. Last night on Twitter, I saw a clip from 2020, and it was him and Jey Uso, and it was the start of their feud. And it's crazy. He's consistently been sort of in the main focus of WWE since he came back from his time off in 2020. He definitely deserves at least a week off.
Aside from Brock Lesnar, who, you know, comes and goes as he pleases kind of in WWE, Roman's been their biggest star of a generation, surely.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's like he's the top draw. He's the draw that they wanted him to be. What, 7 years ago?
All they needed to do was make him cool.
Make him cool.
Let him be cool even. Let him be cool.
Yeah, just let him be Roman Reigns.
However, now people might be thinking, so Roman's apparently taking a break after WrestleMania. Surely this is a major clue that he will be losing to Cody Rhodes. He'll be dropping the belts and taking a break. However, WrestleVotes followed up this report with a tweet saying, adding to this, I'm told that this is contingent on if/when Roman eventually loses the title. As of now, those plans are not certain. So it seems like Roman will be taking a break if he loses to Cody. Yeah. If not, then the break will presumably come later on.
So it's really just whenever he drops the title. However, he's been, obviously in the past year, he's been on a sort of lighter schedule where he's been doing, he's not really wrestled on weekly TV since his match with Sami Zayn versus John Cena and, was it Kevin Owens?
Yeah, Kevin Owens, yeah.
So like, that was a very rare occurrence. He's mostly been doing the big shows. So he will likely get a big break, but I don't think we'll, feel it as much.
I think that, assuming that this break does come immediately after WrestleMania, but again, WrestleVotes is saying they don't know yet because the plans are not solidified as to who's going to win that main event right now. But I think that it will be weird if Roman didn't take a break whenever he eventually loses the belts, because you can't just then have him hanging around the upper mid card. He's been such a big part of it. He needs to go away for a bit, so it's a big impact when he comes back.
When he comes back, and I feel like that time off could maybe allow him to rejuvenate his character a little bit. Maybe come back as a face. I feel like not
suffering succotash.
Not a suffering succotash.
Get those blue contact lenses back in.
Oh my god! Remember when they tried that? Oh my god! Great. I think he could come back as a face. He's been getting really good reactions. But he doesn't have to change his character. It literally can just be the same thing, and he's just out for, just being a cool guy.
Yeah, it is. This news story surprised me because it seems very much on TV as though everything's gearing towards Cody being the one to finally dethrone Roman. Yeah. The whole finish the story and everything like that. It wouldn't be the first time they've maybe done a bait and switch, building up somebody who really looks like they're going to... I'm talking about Drew McIntyre, basically.
Drew and Reigns himself, WrestleMania 34. We all thought that he was going to beat Brock because Brock was halfway down the road to UFC.
That was weird.
Yeah, then he lost.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think that if I still had to put money on it, I would say that Cody Rhodes is still going to win.
I would say so too. He can't come off the tracks of the American roller coaster, surely. He's got to finish his story. The only other thing I can think of is who else could beat Reigns apart from Cody?
That's the thing.
Jey Uso?
Yeah, Jey would make sense.
That would finish the story.
Solo Sikoa.
That'd be class.
Dwayne, The Rock Johnson.
Get Dwayne back.
Speaking of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that was actually an accident. The next story involves Ava Raine, the daughter of The Rock and a member of The Schism on NXT. Joe Gacy's creepy stable. She's also, it says here, WWE's first fourth-generation wrestler.
Oh, that's quite cool.
She's going to be making her in-ring debut at Stand and Deliver in a mixed tag team match, teaming with Joe Gacy and the Dyad to face Chase U.
My boys, Chase U. I love Chase U. They're so good.
Well, it could all be crashing down because the winning team will take control of the school going forward. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is genuinely huge.
Yeah, what if the Schism win?
And it's been building up that Duke Hudson might be the one to betray them and betray the school, because he's not been happy recently with Andre Chase. He says this is meant to be a prestigious university, not a charity. Because
that's a good point.
Andre Chase didn't care about wins and losses.
Schools get charity status.
Chase didn't care about wins and losses.
Yeah.
He was more about togetherness and everything. And Duke was like, no, we need to win as well. and it seems like he might be tempted over to the dark side. The ideal scenario for me would be if Duke actually turns out to be the hero of the day.
He saves
the school. Yeah,
but I could see it happening where they lose here, the schism take over, kind of like Umbridge in Order of the Phoenix.
Don't want it.
And then they take the Order of Chase U takes back control.
That's
of
a
Chase
long
University.
storyline. That surely.
I mean, long-term booking. I'd go 2 years. They've done
My
it with
name
Reigns.
is Rip Fowler, your new lecturer. That's what it'll be.
He's horrible, and he'll be the mean lecturer.
It points out here in our notes that Tom Campbell lovingly did for us as well. Thank you very much, Tom. That Ava was signed to. Welcome back, Tom. Was signed. He's been a bit weird recently, saying that Adam's like his best friend and everything.
Odd.
I don't know what that's about. Saying that it says here that Ava was signed to WWE in 2020, made her TV debut last October, but she hasn't yet competed in a match. So it'll be interesting to see what she does.
Crazy that she's been in NXT that long and not actually wrestled on TV. I really hope she wrestles like The Rock.
I was just about to say, would it be hilarious if she didn't do any of the spooky stuff?
It's just Dwayne.
The little wiggles that he does before he stomps. Yeah, that would be amazing.
The whole mannerisms, even with the music comes out. He's got a whole in-ring entrance. Do you smell what the Ava's cooking?
Oh, no.
Sorry.
We'll run through the rest of the Stand and Deliver card, which takes place on the day of WrestleMania Night 1, which I believe is April 1st.
April 1st, yeah.
And it's not a joke either, even though...
It's not. We're not going to look like an April Fool.
We've got Bron Breakker taking on Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. That's been built up along... These are like the two aces of NXT. Yeah. Johnny Gargano defending Shawn Michaels' honor, taking on Grayson Waller in an unsanctioned match. There's going to be a contract signing for that next week. An NXT Women's Title ladder match. Zoe Stark versus Gigi Dolan versus Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyria versus Mystery Entrant, which might well be Roxanne Perez herself, because
she might be ready.
She collapsed after her title defense against Meiko Satomura in storyline. May have to vacate the title, but there's this spot open. Maybe she'll make a heroic babyface return.
Yeah, do the halfway through the match, Cody Rhodes sort of standing in the ramp. She's just hiding, waiting for a spot to come down at the ring.
Oh, right. I thought you meant Cody would bring her out because he's the hero we all need.
No, Duke Hudson would do that. He'd bring her out. He's the hero.
Cody on TV this week, watching the monitor, just so proud that, so proud that
there's been some fantastic edits of that photo. God. It's quite something. Go and check out those memes. Also,
a women's tag team title match with Kiana James and Fallon Henley taking on those spooky Scottish witches, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Fraser wants them to win. And also representing Scotland in the men's tag team title match, Gallus Boys on top.
Gallus Boys on top.
Taking on the Creed brothers and the team of Tony D'Angelo and Stax.
It's a man's pub.
This is a man's pub. Moving on now to, staying in NXT, but talking about somebody new. Also on the show, the North American title will be defended. Wesley defending the belt against JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and NXT's newest signing, Fraser.
It's Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee. That's pretty exciting.
It is pretty cool. I liked his mask.
Yes, he looks cool.
Sick.
At the minute, though, I remember on the podcast, me and Matthew were, and maybe Ross as well, some of us were slightly unenthused because he's doing the whole... Since WWE found success with Rey Mysterio and sold 1 million masks and everything to children, they've now been trying to replicate him with Sin Cara and also Kalisto possibly. Yeah. Now when a babyface luchador, a masked one especially, debuts, their entire gimmick is just, I'm doing this for the spirit of Lucha Libre and I'm a nice person.
Yep.
It's like, well, give him an edge. He's called Dragon.
He is a dragon. That's why we need Axiom to be the guy, because he just likes maths.
Axiom's Spanish. He's not even a luchador.
He's not a true luchador.
He's not even a lucha libre. Not a real journalism. But yes, Dragon Lee's a former Ring of Honor star, of course, and former AAA World Tag Team Champion. He signed to much fanfare before Christmas and appeared last night in front of Wesley, asking to be added to the North American title match. Wesley wanted that to be a 10-man title defense, and Shawn Michaels last week went, no, I can't. That's too dangerous.
He's such a fighting champion. He's got some edge there. That's the edge that Dragon Lee needs.
Yeah, his whole thing is that he's just a fighting champion. And then Michaels has gone, no, 10 is too many people.
Impossible. 5. You madman. We'll give you... I really... dream booking this. I want this to be a championship scramble.
That would be very interesting.
This to be. I think I'm excited for this. Stand and Deliver is looking to be a pretty good show. WrestleMania weekend's going to be jam-packed. I mean, we've got 2 nights of WrestleMania, NXT, Ring of Honor.
I think it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. What you know about rolling down in the deep. What a tune that is as well. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with more news later on this very channel. I've been Jack. This has been Fraser. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll see you very soon.